We are one globe. There are no boundaries, there are no borders, there are no differences, and there are no separations. Anything that you suppose that's different about you or someone that's living in Iran is in your mind. It's not in reality. And until we start to accept that we are one globe, we are one breathing, living consciousness, that we're going to continue to divide ourselves from each other when we treat the flag as though it's something that has to be or should be. Now, do I stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Do I stand at the anthem? Honestly, I haven't, in as long as I can remember, took my hand and put it over my heart and faced a flag. Because I don't pledge allegiance to anything except to the vibration of love. I am the vibration of love. So if there's anything less than that vibration, why on earth would I pledge allegiance to it? I can't pledge allegiance to a flag. I can only pledge allegiance to being the best person that I can be, to continue to increase my positive vibrational energy for the betterment of me and the betterment of anybody I ever meet or come into contact with. That's what I pledge my allegiance to, being the best person that I can be. So no, I don't put my hand over my heart, and I don't pledge allegiance to anything. And it has nothing to do with defiance. It has nothing to do with anger. It has nothing to do with my opinion of the government or the United States or government or politics. It has everything to do with knowing that we are one living, breathing consciousness. And what it is that I respect and I honor is all of humanity. And I don't want to ever participate in separating us from one another. I don't ever want to participate in dividing us from one another. I don't want to ever participate in us judging one another. Because it's not until we strip away those ideas that we're actually going to unify and love one another everywhere all the time. You can't get there by pretending that you're being unifying if you are behaving in a divisive way. That's the bottom line. You can't pretend. You either are or you're not. So, my feeling about Kaepernick is that I respect his choice. I make my choice with the flag. It's my choice. It's personal. It's no longer personal because I told all of you. But it's always been personal for me. I don't need to get anyone to agree with me. I don't even need to get anyone to know I'm doing it. I actually try to stay really subtle because it is personal for me. It's my choice. It's what I do with my energy. It's the way I honor every person on this planet. It's what I do. But if I needed to stand up and speak out for people that are not necessarily valued and appreciated, I would have absolutely no problem coming out with that particular issue. One thing you've probably seen, are there things that I could get really keyed up about and make it my life mission to try to change? There are certainly things that I could get keyed up about. Different organizations or ways that we live that are separated from the vibration of love. People that I would love to help along. I can find an issue and then another and another and another, or all of them simultaneously, and get behind that. But I prefer to be global. I prefer to teach people to love themselves. I prefer them to find peace in the way that they're perceiving things outside of their own immediate circle. That, I feel, is what my role is, not to just talk about one particular issue. But for those who do have something in their lives that has caused a tremendous amount of disempowerment for them, how they voice that, how they protest that, how they bring awareness to it is their business and their choice. You know, I find it so hypocritical, and I don't like hypocrisy. I find it so hypocritical that people can talk about us being the freest country in the world and then want to take away our freedoms all the time. Not being able to choose whether you stand or don't stand for the national anthem is taking away your freedom. I don't care if you don't stand because you have an upset stomach, and if you stand, you're going to throw up all over everybody. If America says you have to stand, then hell, go throw up all over everybody and get your freedom back. The point is, freedom is choice. Freedom is that you express yourself through your choice. I really do believe, first, do no harm. First, do no harm. You can express yourself any way that you want in the freedom of your choice. Don't do any harm to anybody. But express yourself. Express yourself. If we're going to live in a free country, we have to agree that it's a free country. We can't give in to any narration or dictation of where we have freedom and where we don't have freedom. We've given up enough of it already. Don't give away any more of it. If you don't agree with his perspective, sit there demurely, in silence, and feel peace for him. If you do agree with it, then say, pat him on the back, good job, I really hear you. I'm doing what I can to help there be true equality in our country. But I understand your journey. It's been a tough journey. Thank you for taking your stand in such a peaceful way. There are ways to be a part of anything that anyone is experiencing without judging what it is they're experiencing and without judging how they voice it or how they express it. First, do no harm, then please express yourself. We have been too silent for too long about many things that happen in this country. Way too silent for too long about things that happen in this country. If you keep accepting it, you will completely lose your freedom. Not only will you lose your freedom, but you're giving it away by choice. You're handing it to them. Don't hand away your freedom. Honor and respect whether or not you agree with somebody's protest. If they're protesting something that they believe in passionately and they're not doing any harm, respect them. Say, I'm so grateful that we live in a free country where we can express ourselves. There's no right or wrong here. It's about getting closer to the vibration of love. It's amazing how fast we go black and white in this, and I'm not saying that about race, but boy do we go black and white. You're right, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're right. You stand up, you're right. You sit down, you're wrong. It's not that way. It's not that way. It's not that way. It's about freedom. Freedom to be, freedom to express, freedom to explore, freedom to adventure, freedom to grow, freedom to live. Honor freedom. Honor freedom in every thought that you have, in every nuance of the way that you communicate with people, every way that you express whether you're enchanted or disenchanted by the things that are happening. Choose freedom. Choose freedom. And the reason I can talk about freedom in the way that I do is because from my experiences in the energy realm, where I get to see what we're all like when we're not in bodies, when I'm there, I can tell you that one of the closest energies to match or mimic or echo the vibration of love is the vibration of freedom. When you choose to give away your freedom, you're giving away your self-love. It is that important. You're giving away your love of self when you give away your freedom. When you ask other people to give away their freedom, you're asking them to not love themselves fully. Why would you ask anyone to not love themselves fully? Why would you ever do that? You want people to love themselves fully. There are so many ways to journey here. There are, 300 million people in our country alone? Let everybody journey. First, do no harm. Let everybody journey. Let everyone find their own way to express and explore and to be. If they feel there's a fight that they have to fight, let them fight their fight, as long as they're not doing any harm. Let them find their way. Let them find their voices. Let them get back the power that was taken away from them when they were kids, or because of the color of their skin, or because of their religion, or because of their sexuality. Let them get back their power. Whatever it takes for them to get back their power. First, do no harm. Let them get their power back. That's my opinion.
In a nutshell.